Believe in the seed. A Buddha teaches his son the power of self-belief. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled near the Himalayas, there lived a wise monk known as Anagat, who was often called the Buddha of the East by villagers. Though not Gautama Buddha himself, Anagat lived in deep reflection and passed on the timeless teachings of the Buddha. People traveled from far and wide to seek his wisdom. But this story is not about his followers. It is about his son, a young boy named Suddha. Suddha was unlike his father. While Anagat sat peacefully under the Bodhi tree every morning, eyes closed in silent clarity, Suddha was restless. The world outside the monastery walls fascinated him. He wanted to achieve something. He wanted to shine. But Suddha had a problem. He doubted himself. Every time he tried to do something, writing a poem, learning a new skill, or speaking in front of people, he hesitated. His thoughts whispered, "You're not good enough. You're just the monk's son." One evening, after another failed attempt to speak during the village's student gathering, Suddha sat near the pond, tears mixing with the lotus-filled water. His father noticed and quietly sat beside him. "Why do you weep, my son?" Anagat asked softly. Suddha turned his face away. "Everyone expects me to be wise like you, but I can't even say one line in public without trembling. I'm not you. I'm not strong. I'm not enough." Anagat smiled gently. He reached into his robe and pulled out a small cotton pouch. Inside were 3 seeds. He held them in his palm and said, "I have a lesson for you. Take these seeds. One is a lotus seed, the second a banyan seed, and the third a weed." Suddha was confused. "What do I do with them?" "Plant them in 3 separate pots. Water them daily. Place them in the sunlight. Do this with patience. After 30 days, we shall see what has grown." Suddha obeyed. Each morning, he would tend to the 3 pots, watering the soil with care, speaking gently to them like they were living friends. Days passed. A small green shoot emerged in the pot of the weed by the 4th day. By the 7th day, it had grown tall and wild, but the other 2 pots remained still. A week passed, then 2. By the 30th day, only the weed had grown fully, while the lotus and banyan showed almost nothing. Suddha felt like a failure again. "I failed," he told his father. Anagat took him to the 3 pots. He pointed to the weed. "This one grew fast, didn't it? But look closer. Its roots are weak. Pull it." Suddha tugged. It came out easily, with barely any soil clinging to its roots. "Now," Anagat said, pointing to the lotus pot, "dig carefully." Suddha dug, and to his surprise, the lotus had a strong, deep root system forming. The stem was just beginning to rise. "The banyan," Anagat smiled. "It hasn't sprouted yet. But did you know the banyan takes months just to break the surface? But once it does, it becomes a tree that shelters thousands." Anagat looked into his son's eyes. "The weed is like those who chase quick results. The lotus is like those who grow in silence, and the banyan, like the greatest among us, takes the longest, but once grown, nothing can break it." Suddha's eyes widened. "You see, my son, each seed has its time, and every seed carries within it a hidden power. It doesn't matter how small it looks. What matters is that it believes in the light, in the water, in the earth, and most importantly, in itself." He paused, placing a hand over Suddha's heart. "You are a seed, Suddha. You may not see your growth yet, but it is happening, deep within. The root of your strength is forming. Your time will come." That night, Suddha sat alone under the stars, holding the banyan seed. For the first time, he didn't see it as tiny. He saw it as powerful. Suddha grew into a young man, not the loudest in the room, not the first to speak. But when he did, people listened. He became a teacher, not of scriptures, but of self-belief. Villagers now came to hear not just the old monk, but the son who once doubted himself. His story, the story of the three seeds, became legend. Suddha never forgot what his father taught him. Believe in the seed within you. You may not bloom today, but your roots are growing. Trust them, water them, and never doubt that one day you'll stand tall, not because the world said so, but because you believed when no one else did.